Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Danganronpa 2. So in the last episode we did the investigation for Mekumaru's body. So it looks like there is a couple things that we will need to keep in mind for this case here, as we know that Nagito knows something that the rest of us don't, considering he beat the final dead room. I almost said dead place, the final dead room, I think. And I think Nagito knows something that we don't know about the layout of the funhouse, and I really think that is going to influence our entirety of this trial. Before we go on, I think that maybe this was a suicide, like in the last game. It was Sakura. You see a monument to Sakura in the funhouse. So in my opinion, I think that this might be a suicide. I understand your desires to applaud this wonderfully Vogel can I say that word? A Vogel trial ground. But it's so exhausting to discuss useless things, so let's just get on with it already. So sad. My chest hurts. Forcing everyone to do this is so sad. Hey, don't go talking without permission after I've said my catchphrase. Bro. Otherwise, I'll roll a dice, and based on the results, I'll give you a sex change operation that many times? Excuse me? What an extreme punishment.
Now then.
Let's go on with it once again. Let's get a move on, boys and girls. And so it begins. I hope this would never happen again, and now it's happening for the fourth time. The curtain to the fourth class trial is about to open. Nekomaru Nidai, the ultimate team manager. He was more passionate, more daring, more honest than anyone I've ever met. Truly, he was more of a man than any of us. He sacrificed his body to protect Akane, and his appearance changed drastically because of that. But he still tried to live earnestly. And just when I finally got used to his new form, Nekomaru's killer. Gonna go? Oh shoot. Is one of us. Killing someone because it's the only way to survive is no excuse. I won't let this be excused. I won't forgive this. The person who betrayed Nekomaru, who betrayed their friends, I will never, ever forgive them. And so, this life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun. Actually, why don't we save it over here, just in case? Just in case. Okay, I think we're all good. I don't think I need to do anything. I'm recording this, like, literally right after, so it's very fresh in my mind.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
I know how this works.
During the class trial, you
Okay.
present your arguments for who the killer is and vote.
Okay, I'm gonna
if
skip
you vote correct.
a little bit.
I'm sure you guys are starving by now.
There we go.
But let's get revved up and raring to go. Whoever survives will be treated to a fancy lunch. Guess what? Rabbit curry is on the menu.
Hey, yo.
I'm not the main ingredient, right?
What about
I'm
that?
here today because Coach Nekomaru risked his life to protect me. I'm gonna be the one who avenges him. I'll definitely find out who the killer is.
Yeah, Kane.
I'm definitely not tempted by curry. Got it?
Akane, you seem to have an impressive amount of drool flowing from your mouth.
Oh.
Hey, why don't we try going over the incident? We weren't able to leave Strawberry House, so I want to make sure we get a detailed understanding.
Okay.
I discovered Nekomaru's body a little before 7 a.m. I headed over to Grape Tower for Monokuma Taichi and found the body there. Hajime and Chiaki were also with me.
Mm-hmm.
Hajime was with Miss Sonia and Chiaki that early in the morning?
Yep.
Don't tell me you three were together since last night!
Kinda.
Imbecile! I am not some woman with
Oh,
flexible limbs.
shoot! Sonia!
Of course you're not. You're much classier than that.
Damn, she shut him
Looks
down.
like those. I could probably do the splits real easy.
Girl.
We just happened to run into each other on the first floor of Grape House and went to the tower together.
And then, the three of us discovered Nekomaru's body.
The body discovery announcement was made soon after. Akane heard that and rushed over.
We heard the body discovery announcement too, from Strawberry House, obviously.
My bottle is so squeaky.
As I recall, we found out the elevator was out of order, which left us stuck.
You guys can't see it because I'm a cute little anime girl, but do you hear this? I think so. That's my water bottle. If I look like I'm... it's because I'm drinking water.
So we decided to go to the tower for the time being and headed for Strawberry Hall. But someone even broke Strawberry Hall's door button. We couldn't go anywhere because of that.
Thinking we should at least find some method to communicate, we set our sights on the lounge telephone.
Forget these boring intros. Let's talk about the killer. Anyway, it's definitely someone from Strawberry House.
What do you mean, definitely?
There's no way a chick would kill someone so cruelly.
Wow.
So it must be one of you Strawberry House dudes.
Did you not see what Peko did?
One of you better hurry up and
What
confess,
Mikan did?
or I'll break all of you in half!
I feel like the women were the ones causing the most destruction.
Now. Enough with the lovers' quarrel.
Oh.
We need to think about this seriously. We don't have the luxury of discussing irrelevant things. The incident this time has many questions.
The incident notwithstanding, I also have many questions.
Then let's start with something even Miss Sonia can understand. The weapon. Well, the weapon is obvious, right?
Huh?
What the heck, you guys? The weapon! You can totally tell just by looking.
You can tell what the weapon is just by looking? It wouldn't be much of a mystery if that were true. The only thing at the crime scene that looked like a weapon was the hammer. It was the hammer! But it wasn't used, so I don't think that's a part of it. New looking hammer.
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
Yeah.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer!
Yeah.
The killer used that hammer and beat the crime.
No, his head was okay and there was no blood on
That's
it.
wrong.
There's no blood. No blood.
No, I can't accept that that hammer was the murder weapon.
Why not? Why can't you accept it?
A lot of oil was flowing from Nekomaru's
Yeah.
body.
There's none on the
Just
hammer.
like human blood, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
If the hammer was used to beat Nekomaru,
Mhm.
you'd expect some oil to be on it at least.
Mhm.
But that hammer was clean. So that's why you can't accept that it's the murder weapon.
Yep.
Well, yeah, but the killer might have wiped off the oil later.
With what?
Why?
Yeah.
Well, obviously, to make the hammer look like it's not the murder weapon.
That's pointless.
Then why bother cleaning the oil? If they didn't want it to look suspicious, they would have discarded the hammer.
Yeah. I think the pillar was the
Pretty
murder weapon.
insightful, baby gangsta.
I think it was the pillar though.
Baby gangsta? Me?
Baby gangsta. Like
Just
boss
so y'all
baby.
know, I was trying to test you guys.
Oh yeah, sure.
I thought maybe you guys mistook the hammer for the weapon or something.
Oh, you're so stupid.
Seems that was a waste of time.
Then what was the real weapon used to murder Nekomaru?
That's the problem. There wasn't anything else at the crime scene that looked like a potential weapon.
Then, how about we look at it from a different angle? If it doesn't have oil on it, it's not
Oh,
the
so
weapon.
it is the pillar
So
then.
whatever has oil on it must be the weapon.
Yeah, because the
right?
pillar had the oil on it. The actual weapon has oil on it, but if it's something... Okay, well I can't read all that. There's a timer.
The only thing with oil on it is that broken pillar.
Yeah.
Then that pillar is the weapon. Coach Nekomaru got clobbered with that pillar.
Nobody could withstand a blow from that pillar.
It had to fall somehow.
Even if you used 100% of your muscle strength, it would be impossible to wield it as a weapon.
Why?
We tried to move it, right?
Yeah. There's no way you can move it. So it had to be pushed over
Yeah,
or something.
That pillar was pretty freaking heavy, but there's one dude who could have lifted that pillar.
Huh? Who are you talking about?
Mekumaru.
Coach Nekomaru's robot body.
Yeah.
With that dude's super strength, lifting a pillar would
Oh.
be real easy.
Okay, so maybe the rope maybe he was dangling from the rope because there was like a little noose around his foot. So maybe that was tied around his foot and he was dangling from the pillar, and maybe something happened where his body caused the pillar to tip over and crush him, maybe?
So he lifted the pillar, and then what? Did he use it to beat himself?
I just gave you my explanation.
You mean Nekomaru killed himself?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Don't be stupid. He ain't the type to commit suicide.
I do feel like that's true though.
And even if Nekomaru could have lifted that pillar, that's nothing to do with the case at all.
Maybe it was an accidental death.
Well, I guess you're right.
Like, okay, I'm thinking that maybe it might be like an accidental death, because I don't think that he's someone who would commit suicide. Like in the last game, it had this build up with Sakura where she felt guilty because she was the traitor and she felt guilty for betraying everyone, and so she's like, this is the only way to make everything right. And so I don't get that vibe from Nekomaru, so I'm thinking maybe he was trying to plan a way to escape, and when he did that, maybe he accidentally like turned his button off somehow, and then the pillar fell on him and he died accidentally. Like, I don't think there's a murderer for this one, but it does bother me a little. That word, suicide. By the way, the fourth murder, see, this is what I'm saying. It's apparently ruled as suicide, huh? That's what I'm thinking. No, that shouldn't matter. There's no way Nekomaru would commit suicide. That's why I think it's accidental.
But that's a problem. If it's not the pillar, then there's no other weapon we can think of.
There may be a way to use the pillar as a weapon without lifting it.
Huh? For real?
Yes, for reals.
I see. So my gut was right after all. All right, it's up to you, Sonia. Prove that pillar was the murder weapon.
Understood. Then I shall give it my all. Sonia, here I go!
Yes, princess. Yes, princess. I'm gonna go with the fragments.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
Because it fell over and there are fragments on the
It
body.
was not lifted.
So it had to fall over.
Beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over?
Is this it? It is?
No, that's wrong.
Wait, how does that make sense?
If Nekomaru was crushed by the pillar, then there should have been fragments on top of
Yeah,
his
it was
body.
under his body.
Huh? Fragments?
The pillar fragments were scattered beneath Nekomaru's body,
Oh.
but there weren't any on top of his body.
I see. So, okay, so that means that the pillar had to fall first, and then Nekomaru had to fall on top of
If
it.
the pillar had been tipped over and crushed him,
Yeah.
fragments should have been on top of his body
Yeah.
instead.
Okay, that makes sense.
I briefly considered that too, but it's probably not what happened.
I see. That was entirely my bad.
Oh, girly
If they
Poppy, just
didn't
thinking
tip
it through.
over, then how did the killer murder Nekomaru with that pillar?
How much longer are you gonna focus on the pillar? Just let it
It's
go
important,
already.
stupid!
There's no way I can let it go. I'm positive that Nekomaru was killed by that pillar.
Why are you so certain about that?
I just have a feeling.
How's a feeling,
A feeling,
guys?
huh? That's just your instincts.
But we can't say for sure that that instinct is wrong, can we? There's
Huh?
another way to use that pillar to kill. You guys just haven't noticed it.
There is?
Is that true?
Then I shall ask you, what way is that?
You guys,
Uh,
same as usual.
what are you doing,
You're
Nagito?
unable to clear a path to the future with your own powers, so you just stand there and falter. What a waste of talent. And you all intend to fight the Future Foundation? You make me laugh.
What did you say?
Bruh.
Regardless,
What's gotten into
it's not
him?
like I want to die with the rest of you. So I guess I should lend a hand.
Hey, Nagito.
Why are you so
What the
stinky?
hell happened to you?
Yeah, why are you stinky?
How come you're not talking like a lunatic anymore?
Hey, stinky.
I've learned a valuable lesson. Ignorance is by far the greatest shame.
Huh? What do you mean?
Who cares? Just tell us how the pillar was used to kill.
Well, first of all, the pillar itself is not enough. But when combined with a specific item, there's a way it could be possible.
Specific
A
item.
specific item?
Of course, the ultimate weapon.
The window? The way the funhouse is arranged?
Isn't that the thing you get when you clear the final dead room?
So, Nagito knows what the ultimate weapon is?
Seems.
Of course I know. But I'm pretty sure everyone else has seen it, you know?
Seen it.
We've
Oh
seen
yeah, I guess with the elevator and stuff from
That's
last
right.
episode.
You've seen it clearly. Because I, the one who has claimed dominion over
Oh
evil,
my god, shut
am
up.
the ultimate weapon.
I like Gundam, but he's
I am he
annoying.
who cuts the insolent catalyst, which flows out from the chaos with the sword of victory. It's only fitting that I deserve to be called the ultimate weapon.
Bro, shut your yaps.
No, you are far greater
Oh.
than the ultimate weapon.
Damn, Sonya.
Since you wield your 4 dark davas of destruction.
Oh.
I see.
I don't know why, but I'm not liking this. Cut the bullshit and say it clearly. What is the ultimate weapon?
In order to clarify that, we first need to solve the secret of the funhouse.
The secret of the funhouse?
You still don't realize it? Jeez, get it together. You're supposed to be the symbols of hope, aren't you? Ah, I forgot. Except for Hajime, of course.
Hey, shut the hell up.
Except for Hajime?
If we make it out of this, I'll explain it to you guys.
No. Don't explain
Anyway,
shit to
We
them.
must first clarify the secret of the funhouse, right? Then I think it must have something to do with the structure of the funhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Strawberry House leads to Strawberry Tower, and Grape House leads to Grape Tower.
Yeah. No, actually, no.
But in actuality, they are
Yeah.
both the same building, and both houses are linked to the central tower. It is undeniable that such a sweet building structure is the secret of the funhouse.
Man, not only does that make perfect sense, but Miss Sonia's beautiful voice.
Oh
is
my
just
god.
so soothing.
Faux show. I shall leave this matter to your discretion.
Oh, show. 2 houses are connected to the tower in the middle. I thought that at first too, but I ended up finding proof that completely contradicts that. Yeah. No, the towers are the same. It's like the lighting. So I think it's this one.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
Is that it? Okay, it is.
No, that's
yeah. Yeah.
Both of those towers, are they really the same place?
Why are you asking that now? Do you harbor a grudge because my kingdom destroyed your homeland?
Oh.
Hajime, I won't tolerate
It did?
any sort of rebellion.
I mean, doesn't it seem strange?
Yeah, it do. The way it was
We
turned
moved the Great
around.
Tower from Great Hall.
Yeah.
Nekomaru's body was in front of the door to Strawberry Hall.
And then it was turned around.
But when we went to Strawberry Tower from Strawberry Hall, his body was in front of the door to Grape Hall.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably some kind of trick, like the floor rotating 180 degrees or something. If it is, then see? That means it could have passed as the exact same place, right?
If so, then what? Do you seriously think such a simple answer is the correct answer?
Oh.
Does that mean he's wrong?
Oops, I guess I've said too much.
If the floor didn't rotate, then that means we need to think about the structure of the building.
Bow down.
Oh, shoot.
Then how about this? Somebody moved Nekomaru's body.
While we were moving from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower,
No,
we
'cause
should
the
have all
body
been
was the
together during
same.
that time. Even if they tried to move the body inside the tower.
Then Monokuma did it. While we were moving, Monokuma quickly moved things around.
But Nekomaru's body wasn't the only thing moved.
Yeah.
Are you saying the broken pillar was moved too?
If it is too heavy to carry, let them roll it.
But his blood was the same, the
Just
oil.
If there's no bread, let them eat cake.
Okay, Marie. No, he had oil on him. Oh, how do I do this again? Oh, yeah, the oil. Oh, yeah, the oil,
There are
oil.
many different ways.
Oh, how do I do this? Oh, I forgot how to do
The body and
this.
the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
I forgot how to do this.
Moving the body and the pillar in such a short time. That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you
You
think?
can't move the oil on the floor.
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly clean that the pillar, the
Oh.
body, everything at the crime scene.
This?
Allow me to cut
Yeah,
through those
okay.
words.
Everything. It can't be everything.
Moving the body and pillar is possible, but it would have been impossible to move the oil on the floor.
Yeah, you couldn't wipe it up.
When the position of Nekomaru's body and the pillar changed, the oil surrounding his body moved too. Physically moving all of the oil like that is simply not possible, no matter how you look at it.
Then it's impossible to think it was moved.
I am terribly sorry. I cannot believe I got so fired up.
It's all right. A fired up Miss Sonia is awesome to
Bro,
watch.
you need to shut
So
up.
what really happened? Does that mean the two towers aren't the same building?
We can't be certain of that either. Not when the experiment involving the handbook I left on the tower floor was a complete success.
Yeah. I do remember she left that handbook.
The e-handbook was still there. That's why we thought the two towers were the same building.
Yeah.
If they're not the same building or two different buildings, then what are they?
No idea.
The mystery ties into the secret of the funhouse, but we don't have any clues to solve that mystery. Then the only thing we can do is rely on the one person who has those clues.
Hey, not
I
so.
knew it.
I thought it would come to this.
Yeah.
I knew my turn was coming up. Fine. I'll tell you guys a big hint that can help you solve the secret of the funhouse.
Give us the answer, not a friggin' hint.
But then it wouldn't mean anything. I need you guys to do this class trial properly. It's also important for me because it will help me determine something.
Oh? Determine? Is he talking about the traitor? If so, why did Nagito say that all of a sudden? Did something happen to him?
But how do we know your hint is any good? It's suspicious that you're the only one who knows it.
I have a good reason for that. The reason I'm the only one who knows it is because I was the only one who performed
Okay.
the appropriate action.
Oh. Then where did that hammer come from? Cause okay, I suspected so this means that Nagito was the only one who did the life-threatening game and played Russian roulette. So I thought that maybe somebody else had played the game so that they could get the hammer. But if he says this, then that means nobody else played the game. Yeah. He did the life-threatening game.
I see. You're talking about the final dead room, right? You cleared the life-threatening game there and found something, didn't you?
That's right. The hint is what I saw after I cleared it. In the depths of the final dead room.
Yeah, there's
there was a
weapons
hidden
here.
room surrounded by concrete. And there, a small conspicuous window waited, all by itself. From that window, I saw some very strange scenery.
Strange scenery?
Instead of explaining it, it might be faster just to show you.
To show
At an
us.
opportune time, I found a perfect camera in the final dead room.
You took a picture?
Yep.
Nagito grinned creepily as he retrieved the small digital camera from his inner pocket.
See? This is it.
And as he said that, he showed us a peculiar picture.
Let me explain it
Huh?
to you again. I took this
What does
picture
this
on
mean?
the first floor of Strawberry House, from the secret room within the final dead room. But don't you think it's weird?
How is it weird?
If the funhouse's structure is what you guys have been thinking, then there's lots of things that don't make sense in this picture,
Huh?
right?
So confused. Trees, sky, clouds. Lots of things that shouldn't make sense in this picture.
Then let's begin. Shall I call it thinking time?
My dumb? What doesn't make sense? I mean, trees? We're really high up. Oh yeah, okay, you said first floor. First floor of Strawberry Hall. So that means we're higher
You
up.
said this photo was
Okay.
taken from the hidden room inside the final dead room.
Yeah, on the
right?
first floor.
If that's the case, then that means
Yeah,
it should have been
okay,
taken
I
from
see.
the first floor of Strawberry House.
Yeah, it should have been.
Then this is definitely strange. This photo doesn't look like it was taken from the first floor. The angle suggests it was taken from higher up.
I see. And is that it?
Nagito said there's a lot of things that doesn't make sense in this photo, which means there are other contradictions contained in it. The sky, too? The sky or the building? It is the sky? Okay, I was like, did I click that wrong?
If the structure of the funhouse is what we thought it was, Grape House and Strawberry House should link to the tower in the middle, which means if you're viewing the tower from Strawberry House, you should see Grape House behind it.
Uh-huh.
But in this photo,
that's
I don't
not
see
it.
anything behind the tower. No shadow, no shape, no Grape House at all.
Oh! Wait, no, I just got it.
Good call.
Oh, I just got it. Oh, okay. So that means that Grape House needs to be underneath us since we're so high up. Grape House should be on the bottom, and then Strawberry House is going to be on the top. And so that means that... God, how does that connect? How does that... I'm trying to think of how this connects without seeing a map. I don't understand without a map.
In summary, this is the truth contained in this photo. The first floor of Strawberry House is located in a high area, and Grape House is not behind the tower.
It's not? Are you saying that Grape House is merely an illusion?
No, it
spell
has
cast
to be
by
on the bottom.
Monokuma's cursed eye?
From this point on, do your own thinking. Now that you've finally met the same requirements as me, if you guys are truly symbols of hope, you can easily solve a simple mystery like this.
Oh, it's so stinky.
It might be possible for Hajime to solve it
Wow.
too, even though he's just a normal high school
Don't
student.
be mean to Hajime.
Despite the fact that you don't have a real talent, you already know about the other clue.
The other clue? Is he talking about that one? What? Yeah, he appeared in thin air.
You're referring to when you suddenly appeared on the second floor of Grape House, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm asking you just to be safe. At the time, where do you think I came from?
I don't know.
Top floor, right?
Such sharp eyes. So you realized it already?
I'm confused.
Top floor. So the third floor?
But the Monokuma archive should be the only room
Yeah.
on the third floor of Grape House.
What does it mean?
What was that thing just now? Oh, I can't read. Was that thing just now another hint about figuring out the mystery behind the funhouse's structure? The reason Nagito appeared from the third floor. Using the photo he took, I might be able to find the answer if I just think about it. I don't know what it is. Logic dive. I don't know what the answer would be. I don't know how he got to the third floor. Boink. Oh, this is much faster than it used to be. Okay. Oh, you can't do that. You can't be doing that. You can't be doing that. You cannot do that. They both exist. The houses are real. We were inside of them, so obviously they have to exist. They're not illusions. I think that's what Gundam said. They're not illusions. I'm really bad at doing this, so we're gonna go really slow. Oh shit. Don't just appear like that. Oh my god. Why do you do this? Oh wow. Okay, question 2. They're the same building, yeah. They're the same building, just stacked on top of each other. That has to be Grape House on the bottom. Because we know that it's real house, because the girls stayed in it. We know it's a real place. Oh my god. That's whack. That's so whack. Okay. Question 3. Vertically, horizon. They're stacked on top of each other. That's vertical. Oh, I'm so smart, guys. I'm so smart. Yeah, Grape House has to be on the bottom. This confirms it. That's the only reason Strawberry House would be so high up.
Got it. I know the secret of the funhouse.
Then let me hear it. What kind of answer will you give, I wonder?
In the picture Nagito took from Strawberry House, I didn't see Grape House at all. So where did Grape House go?
On the bottom!
There's only one possibility.
Yeah.
It was in a position where it couldn't be seen from Strawberry House. Which means Strawberry House and Grape House are in the same building, but on different floors.
Same building, different floors?
Then the two houses aren't two different 3-story buildings. They're actually one 6-story building?
If you think about it like that, based on Nagito's picture, it's clear where Strawberry House is located.
Oh. Above.
I see!
Took me a minute. I was drinking water.
On top of Grape House. That's where Strawberry House is located.
That's what I've been saying.
Because of that, the photo taken from the first floor of Strawberry House was at a high angle. Altogether, this means the first floor of Strawberry House is also the 4th floor above Grape House.
Oh, snap. I never expected that the two houses were connected vertically.
Oh, snap.
But what about the shape of the building? The two houses were completely different shapes.
Yeah.
Strawberry House is 4-sided, and Grape House is 6-sided, right?
It never occurred to us that they were the same building because it was structured with two different shapes.
Oh.
A quadrilateral and a hexagon.
Oh.
All the way to top each other to misdirect how we
You
would
can
perceive
fit the
them.
strawberry into the Grape House. Yeah.
And it worked, didn't it?
Yeah.
Disregarding the tower, we fully believed the two houses were two separate, distinct
I
buildings.
see.
In order to conceal the unique design of the funhouse, Monokuma put us to sleep so we couldn't look at the outside of the building when he brought us to it.
Ah.
You've just been good!
Fair?
Don't you think a building full of so many surprises totally deserves to be called a fun house?
It's true? The building was really like that?
That's right! Those two houses exist on different floors in the same building!
Constructing a building like that on your own without my knowledge? How horrible!
Then what about the towers?
Oh, my
Are
favorite
they
song.
arranged vertically just like the houses?
That's my favorite song.
Yeah, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower should have also been different floors inside the same building.
I got a yawn.
Just like Strawberry House was on top of Grape
Yep.
House.
Ah, I see, I see.
Strawberry Tower was also on top of
That
Grape
makes
Tower.
sense.
However, if they're different floors within the same building, why was Nekomaru's body in both places?
Aw, your precious yammies don't know? But it's so simple.
Then tell us.
Alrighty then. I'll be the one who solves this mystery in a flash. Please watch me, Miss Sonia.
Oh, I see. Do whatever you like.
Oh, definitely make her watch me. I'm gonna stand out till she notices me.
She don't like you, bro. It has to be this one because it mentions a tower.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash. And hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
Ain't no way.
No, that's wrong.
Ain't no way you just said it was a dummy body.
Nekomaru's body wasn't a
Duh.
dummy. That can be proven by Kazuichi's
Yeah, he took
account.
the parts from him.
Me?
Remember? When we moved from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower, we thought the body had moved. And that's when you said,
The parts that I carefully arranged when I disassembled the body all moved too. Yeah, exactly.
right up until that moment, you were disassembling Nekomaru's body at Grape Tower, right?
Mm-hmm. You're so
The killer
stupid.
couldn't have known how you'd take apart his body, so he couldn't have built the dummy.
Unless Kazuichi was the one who built the dummy, then it would be a different story.
She's accusing him.
Miss Sonia, that's a pretty harsh joke.
She ain't joking.
You are joking, right?
No, she wants you dead.
Kazuichi is not the killer. If he was, he wouldn't have fixed the elevator or the button in Strawberry Hall.
I mean, you don't know that.
It'd be much more convenient for the killer if it stayed broken.
I see. That is disappointing.
She wants him to die.
Even more disappointed.
However, even if Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy, it's meaningless if we don't have the important answer.
The reason Nekomaru's
Yeah, it had to be
body
the
was
elevator
both
then.
towers, even though it was supposed to be on different floors.
Maybe it was simply moved?
The body moved to a different floor?
You can't think of a device like that?
Yeah, it's the
Device that
elevator.
moves things to different floors in the same building? Remember when we entered the funhouse from one side? How we couldn't enter it from the other? That device is just like that. If you enter it from a specific place, you can't enter it from the other.
An elevator. Okay. That makes complete sense, yeah. Come on, Hajime. You're gonna make me spell it? Oh my god, please. Okay. E. I need an E. I need an E. What is this? I don't need that one yet. L. I don't need this for a while. For this for a while. Where's the hell's the one that I need? What? I need an E. E. E L A L L L E? The real test is if Emily can spell. B A A T. Oh, why is it so fast? O R. Oh, that was so hard to spell. I thought it was Ella with an E, or the E was an A. The hard part is spelling.
You must be talking about an elevator.
I hate
Are
elevators.
you saying Nekomaru's
Actually, I have a
body
fear of
was
elevators.
transported using an elevator?
Where the hell is this elevator anyway?
It's the tower itself.
Yep.
The inside of the tower is one big elevator. Which means the tower was
It
designed so that
rotates.
the whole room goes up and down like an elevator.
It has to rotate around and okay. Oh, it does. Okay. So if this door, can I get my cursor? Okay, I can't really show you guys, but okay. So up here, if this door coming in is strawberry, it would rotate, so then it would be grape on the other side on the lower level.
So whether you enter from Strawberry
Or you know
Hall
what I
or
mean,
Grape
vice
Hall,
versa.
it all leads to the same room.
Yeah, that makes
right?
sense. I understand.
So that's why we could only enter it from one side or the other.
Now that you mention it, sometimes when I pressed the door button, it took a while for it to open.
I see. We were basically waiting for the room to arrive, just like an elevator.
Please hold on. If the inside of the whole tower ascends and descends like an elevator, then why is there a picture of a strawberry on the far back door when you enter from Grape Tower? And a picture of a grape on the far back door when you enter from Strawberry Tower.
If the room just moves up and down
You'd have to
like an
switch
elevator,
around, like I
there's
said.
no reason for the doors to change.
Plus, after the incident, the far back door in Grape Tower had chains wrapped
Yeah, and where did
around
we
it,
get these
right?
chains from?
But when we entered Strawberry Tower, those chains were gone.
Does that have something to do with the elevator?
Not just that, but if I remember correctly,
Did the elevator break
even
it
the
off?
doorknob was broken off.
There are too many strange things. Was that tower really an elevator?
When you see people and things, make sure you focus on the good parts instead of the
Oh,
bad.
okay. Also, that makes sense that the tower is the elevator. Because when everyone got in what we supposed was the actual elevator, which I'm assuming it's not anything like an elevator, because everyone was like, it doesn't move like a typical elevator. So I'm assuming that Monokuma made it so they had to get on a fake elevator so that when they pressed a button or something, that's when the tower elevator would actually move and switch around.
What did you say?
So, let's put aside what's changed and focus our attention on what hasn't.
Why do we have to do that?
It's fine. Come on. What does everything that hasn't changed have in common?
When we move between the towers, all this stuff was exactly the same. Okay. It's all the same. They were all on the floor. Okay. That took me a minute. I was like, huh?
Is it safe to say that all the items on the floor didn't change? And?
Why did the picture on the far back door change? If you can figure that out, you'll have the answer. The reason is because that elevator has something unique about it.
It has to rotate in a circle. About the elevator? The door changed, but everything on the floor stayed the same? Is it the floor that moves?
I see.
The floor is like a circle? Okay, so the floor moves around in a circle.
That's it. The elevator was designed so only the floor moved.
Okay, I
Only
see.
the floor moved?
Huh.
Which means the whole room wasn't an elevator, only the floor was.
What? Show me the
That's why
diagram.
we saw different doors in each tower.
Huh?
Which means on the first floor of Grape Tower, the door on the far back wall had a strawberry design. And on the fourth floor, which was Strawberry Tower, a different door on the far back wall had a grape design.
Then where do the different floors lead?
I want to say they lead outside, but they're probably just for show.
Just for
Oh.
show. Why was something like that necessary?
Then was the chain on the door? What was the purpose of the chain on the door? And the broken door handle?
So we'd falsely believe that the doors were connected to where their picture signified.
Yeah.
It was actually very effective.
Yeah.
Because of that, we totally misunderstood the building's structure.
I don't get it. But I guess it means whoever designed this building had a totally twisted personality.
Yeah.
Did you hear that, Mommy?
Don't blame this on me. Take responsibility for yourself.
Then I'll take responsibility and gently caress you.
Ew.
Like, there's no way that's gonna happen. Stop with the tasteless jokes.
By the way, what does the chain on the far back door in Grape Tower mean?
It was probably wrapped there by the killer to keep us as far from Strawberry Tower as possible.
Why?
Because of that chain. You guys thought you couldn't enter there, right?
Yeah. Yeah. You can't get over there. Oh, that's why he was so shocked. Oh, you don't need to worry about that at all. Okay, that makes sense
The killer
now.
destroyed the Strawberry Hall button, so we'd stay away from Strawberry Tower. Everything was done to tamper with the evidence, so we wouldn't find out about
I
the secret
see.
of the funhouse. The appearance of a body in the tower would contradict what we thought we knew about the building. In that situation, if we'd gone to Strawberry Tower, we'd have seen that contradiction firsthand. And using that as a clue, we might have discovered the truth. The truth that the two houses and the two towers are actually one complete vertical building. The killer wanted to keep us from learning that. That's why they made us stay away from Strawberry Tower.
They destroyed the button and wrapped a chain around the door just for that?
Would it really have inconvenienced the killer if we learned the true structure of the building?
It would have been a major inconvenience.
Hmm.
After all, this funhouse is strongly connected to the ultimate weapon
Huh.
that killed Nekomaru.
I thought the funhouse was the ultimate weapon.
Hold on. You're progressing much too quickly. There's still a contradiction concerning the building structure.
What a pain. It's fine already.
Gundam, please proceed.
You said earlier that
Oh my
Strawberry
God.
House and Grape House are connected vertically, right? If so, how does the contact elevator supposedly transport us from one house to the other?
Does it not move at all? Completely forgot about that matter.
If that elevator moves vertically, then when your back is facing the elevator, both towers should be on the same side.
Oh, I guess it goes horizontally.
Does this reflect reality?
I see. Should be horizontally.
Inside Grape House, Grape Hall is on your right when
Yeah.
your back is to the elevator. And inside Strawberry House, Strawberry Hall is on your left when your back is to the elevator. Which means the houses are on exact opposite sides of the tower. Answer me, fiend! What does this mean?
What does this mean?
I agree. What does this mean? Oh my god, I had to just get up and abruptly run to my door because my mom was banging on the door because she forgot her key to get in the house. So if that last clip seemed a little funky, I had to dash. But in fact, when my back was facing the elevator in Grape House, the tower was not on my right. And when my back was facing the elevator in Strawberry House, the tower was on my left. How can you break through this contradiction? Kazuichi's account?
If the two houses are connected vertically,
The elevator should move.
Vertically.
vertically, not horizontally.
No. They should
that's
move
wrong.
horizontally. That's the only explanation.
The elevator wasn't just moving vertically.
Oh?
Isn't that right, Kazuichi?
How would he know?
Me?
Come on. You used the elevator while you were holding
Oh,
the compass
it rotated 180 degrees.
Oh, that. Yeah, that's pretty strange. From start to finish, somehow the compass needle rotated 180 degrees.
Rotated 180 degrees?
Meaning, as the elevator moved between the two houses, it also rotated 180 degrees.
Dang.
It was probably
What
following
the
building's
heck?
perimeter as it rotated to the other side.
That's crazy.
Which means the exit would be on the opposite side once you arrived at the other house, right?
That is insane.
And thanks to that, the tower we saw on our right side when we arrived at Grape House
Oh, my face was stuck after drinking water.
appeared on our left side when we were at Strawberry House.
That's a little too much.
An elevator that rotates while it moves. Is that even possible? It's like something from an amusement park.
Bro, you're in an amusement park.
Well, a funhouse is an amusement park attraction, you know.
Yeah.
And since the building doesn't really need to be structurally practical, it makes for some splendid fun.
That's not splendid at all! You're inhuman!
You say I'm inhuman, but I'm just a bear. So I was never human to begin with. I'm different from these lowly humans.
So we're done with the secret of the funhouse, right? Then let's start talking about the important stuff.
Uh-huh. Like what?
What's the ultimate weapon that killed
Ah.
Nekomaru? And how'd they combine it with the pillar?
Hmm.
Huh? You still don't know what the ultimate weapon is yet? It's what I found at the Octagon, you know.
What is
Octagon
the
8.
Octagon? I haven't heard about that yet.
Oh my. I can't believe I have to explain that now.
We're dumb.
As long as you know what an octagon
8.
means, you can solve this simple mystery easily.
An octopus has 8 legs, 8-sided shape. That's literally elementary school level.
If I recall, an octagon is a shape with 8 sides, right?
Yeah.
I didn't expect you to know that.
Wow.
For a substitute
Rude.
reserve corps student, you're quite knowledgeable. I guess I should continue listening. Where is the place befitting of the name Octagon?
Octagon. Wait, let me try to figure it out on my own. This is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not a hexagon, is it? What? There's no octagon. Well, oh, when you combine those places, you would get 8? How do I combine them? This? six-sided? The top then?
Crap!
What?
Crap!
Here?
Here!
What? How is this an octagon?
You're talking about the secret room surrounded by concrete
Huh?
in the depths of the final dead room.
Why is that place the octagon?
You know how the four-sided strawberry house is on top of the six-sided grape house?
Yeah.
If you cut a four-sided shape out of a six-sided one, you get 8 edges. It becomes an 8-sided shape.
What?
That's basically the gist of it.
What? I don't understand this. I mean, I see what they're saying.
True identity of the octagon is that secret room in the depths
Yeah,
of
the
the
cutout
final
on the
dead room.
side.
In actuality, that place contained various weapons.
Then the ultimate weapon was there too?
That's a little different.
I don't understand how that's
I
an
learned
octagon.
the true identity of the ultimate weapon at the octagon.
Learned?
The true identity of the ultimate weapon is the funhouse.
That's what I've been saying all along.
Which means the killer used the building structure as
Yeah.
their weapon and killed Nekomaru.
Arr. I've been saying that all along.
Like me, the killer probably realized the secret of the funhouse from the scenery. And then thought of a way to kill making use of the building structure.
The funhouse itself is the weapon. So they killed using the building structure?
That's why the killer tried to keep us from learning the mystery of the building. But more importantly, using the building itself as a weapon? Such a spectacular crime.
Wow. It started again.
It truly deserves to be called the ultimate weapon.
The funhouse is the true identity of the ultimate weapon. What does this mean? How did the killer use that to murder Nekomaru? And who is the killer who did that? Was this the intermission? Okay.
Hiya!
I'm not reading these. I'll let you guys stop it if you want to read it. Wow, that's mean.
Okay, everyone, all together now. Mon ami is a serious stoufatly.
Stu Fatley. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's go ahead and save that. Resume.
Hello! I'm trying to force myself
I'm
off.
gonna skip
I
through
know
you.
it. Ah, but be careful, and just like I say each time.
You say this every single time. I don't need this.
I never expected the funhouse itself to be the ultimate weapon. Oh well, let's just press
Damn.
ahead.
Yucky.
Is it really alright to accept a situation so easily?
I mean, that's not what's important. The thing that's really important is the killer who used the building structure. Like, who's Mekomaru's murderer?
But is it really okay to believe the building is the weapon? Nagito said it, you know.
There's no way I'd lie at such an important moment. I don't want to die either.
What happened to the bastard who kept saying how much they didn't mind dying?
He's right. There was a time when I thought I could become a stepping
That was
stone
like a
to
few
your
days ago.
hopes, but
Yeah.
I sincerely retract that remark.
Wow.
Retract?
I'm disappointed too, you know. If this was a murder for the sake of hope, I'd happily sacrifice myself.
Oh my god, shut up.
You say such falsehoods, per usual. There is no such thing as murder for the sake of hope. Murder is simply murder.
Tell him, Gundam.
Simply sacrificing others for one's own desires. Even one as diabolical as I would avoid such actions.
I see.
It's fine. Let's just leave him alone and find out who killed Coach Nekomaru as fast as we can. Just so you know, it's not like I'm getting hungry or anything, you know.
Akane! You were drooling waterfalls?
Nagito, as usual, I can't tell what he's thinking. I have no idea if he's serious or not.
Anyway, if the killer used the building structure, why don't we think about how they used it?
How they killed Nekomaru.
Is it... Oh, okay. Okay. This is my thought. I still think it's maybe a suicide or accidental suicide, something like that. So I think what happened is we see the chains and we see the loop. So I think that maybe he got strung up on the higher level of the elevator, and then the murderer hit the elevator button somehow and caused the floor to go down while Mekumaru was still strung up, and somehow it made him fall to the ground or something?
It might be better if we clarify the cause of death first, don't you think?
Cause of death, huh? He was horribly damaged if he was beaten senseless with a blunt object. But if he was beaten with a blunt object, it wouldn't be a kill that utilized the built-in structure. So what was his cause of death? Yeah, I think it's... okay, I think it's either these two. I'm gonna say falling.
I see.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm a genius.
That's it. I
Yeah.
think he might have died from falling.
I think he was strung up. There's also a noose wire thing.
Died from falling?
If the funhouse's secret is that it's a structure where both towers and houses are vertically connected,
Mm-hmm.
then the killer made use of its height and caused Nekomaru to die from falling.
I think he got stuck on the higher level of the
Are
elevator.
you saying they pushed him off?
No.
Where'd they push him off from?
That I don't know yet.
Don't just make things up when you don't know the method. Where in that building would you even be able to push someone off in the first place?
It might be possible in the tower. You could push him off the 4th floor when the elevator is on the 1st floor.
Did you forget how the elevator functions? When it's on the
Yeah.
first floor, the door on the 4th floor won't open.
Saying he died from falling is truly incorrect. You should burn in the flames of hell.
But my gut is going crazy right now.
If Nekomaru died from falling, where did the killer shove Nekomaru from? If I'm going to reach the truth behind this incident, I need to solve that mystery next. Okay. The good night button? I think somebody pressed this button. Yeah, I think someone pressed the button and strung him up.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
Yeah,
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
yeah.
Then, how about this? After locking Mekamaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and
Maybe.
made use of the drop.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Hold on. Did you forget the elevator has a sensor?
Oh.
As long as there's a moving object inside.
Oh, I see the good night
No, it's
button.
locked.
Okay. Yeah. He had to have that button pressed so he can no longer
The
move.
sensor should only work if something
Yeah.
is moving.
Okay, that makes sense.
If Nekomaru wasn't moving inside, the elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything.
Yeah.
Could it be his sleep mode?
Hmm.
When Nekomaru's goodnight button is pressed, all of his functions shut down, and he enters sleep mode. If he's in sleep mode, the elevator sensor wouldn't have noticed him, right?
I see. So that's how...
However, even if they moved the elevator in that manner, Nekomaru would have just moved along with it. There would have been no drop for him to fall and die from. Yes?
That's what I was about to explain before Kazuichi interrupted me.
Silence, pest!
Now you're calling me a pest?
I like that Sonia's finally starting to, stand up to Kazuichi. A way to create the drop inside the elevator while Nekomaru's still in it. I think it's the wire that was a noose. I think it was wrapped around his foot. Jackie seems to have an idea, but what way could that be? Yeah. It has to be that wire.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
Oh yeah, the doorknob was broken off
so
too.
you're telling us all
So the wire must have been connected to
think
the
about
doorknob.
The arrangement, right?
That arrangement is...
The hammer is suspicious.
No, it's not.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah, the doorknob. It had to break off when he fell. So they had to tie it together.
Didn't the doorknob have scrape marks on it? That might have been where it got scraped by the wire.
Oh, the sound. Oh, just thinking about the like metal wire on whatever metal piece this doorknob is made out of. Oh, God.
Is that the same
Cringing.
wire that was tied around Nekomaru?
I'm cringing.
The tip of that wire was tied into a loop.
Yeah, for his foot. Footsie.
If the elevator moved while that loop part hung from the doorknob.
If they did something like that, he would have been suspended in midair.
Yeah, that's what I think.
That's right. He was suspended in midair.
Huh?
The killer tied up Nekomaru
Yeah,
with
that's
the
what I
wire
said
while he
before.
was in sleep mode.
Yeah.
Tied the tip of the wire into a knot and hung it on the doorknob to the 4th floor. With that, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the
Oh my
1st
God, I
floor
was
of
right
Great
about that.
Tower
That's what I thought.
and suspended Nekomaru in midair.
That's right. He was so
Oh.
well hung. Kinda like.
Don't say you.
Finish that sentence.
Oh my God.
The killer took advantage of the elevator's unique feature. Only the floor moves.
Mm-hmm.
By doing that, they created a drop so Nekomaru could fall to his death.
Too easy.
What?
So what if they created a drop? There's no way you can make him fall and die with just that. Why? Nekomaru is suspended in midair like that. How do you get him to fall? Because if he's suspended in midair, he won't die if he doesn't actually fall.
What? Oh, yeah, he
Even
did
if
have
they
an alarm
suspended
clock.
Nekomaru, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off.
It would
There's
be
no way they
automatic.
could do that.
Because of the alarm clock. Ah, get it! Oh, stupid. Oh my God.
It doesn't mean someone had to push him off.
Yeah, it was set automatically. The alarm went
Possible
off.
that he fell on his own.
Yeah. So I still think it's a suicide.
Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right?
This? Yeah.
Allow me to cut through those words.
Yeah. The alarm went off at, what was it,
What
7?
do you think would
No,
happen
6.
if Nekomaru woke up while he was suspended upside down and
What are you
Oh,
saying?
I skipped it.
Like, how would he even wake up?
he has an alarm inside his body. As long as it was armed, it would have deactivated his sleep mode. Which means the killer set the alarm before they suspended Nekomaru.
How?
You woke up from an alarm and realized you were hanging upside down and had no clue why.
You'd
If
panic.
something like that happened to you,
Yeah.
you would start panicking a lot, right? Instinctively, your body would start moving.
Ah, and he
Nekomaru
broke it.
probably did exactly that.
And then, in order to make him fall from the force he was generating, the wire was hung on the tip of the doorknob so it
Oh.
would easily slip off. In actuality, the scrape marks caused by the wire were near the tip of the doorknob, right?
But Nekomaru didn't fall because the wire came off, right?
He fell because the entire doorknob came off.
When Nekomaru awoke, he must have struggled much more than expected,
Oh.
which caused the doorknob to break off.
He's a heavy boy.
Was that unexpected for the killer too?
Probably, it's a clue.
Well, that's probably it. If they knew it'd leave behind evidence like that, they would have at least tried to do something to cover it up.
The killer didn't expect the doorknob to come off. The reason that even happened was because... In that case, I shall use my full power! With a fierce roar, Nekomaru put all his power into grabbing the doorknob with both hands, but... not yet. Here it comes, the incredible strength of 1 million horsepower! Go! Wait, isn't it creaking? If you break off the doorknob, we'll be stuck in here. That really is what it was. Then, that's the clue Nekomaru left for us to
I
find.
see. So that's how Nekomaru fell to his death.
I want to believe that this is a suicide, but I'm starting to change my mind a little bit. I have no idea who the killer would be. Because, like, what would the motivation be?
Do you finally understand now?
Yeah. It appears it's just as Miss Sonia said. I'm just a pest. No, I'm not just a pest. I'm a total fucking pig.
About time you got that in your head.
Isn't that right, Miss
Oh
Sonia?
my god.
If I'm a fucking pig, you can say so.
You're insane.
No, I believe you gave your all.
Don't praise him.
Hey, why aren't you teasing me anymore?
Oh my god.
This guy, he gets off on this.
So thanks to that alarm, Nekomaru ended up
I
falling
hate
while he
him.
was still hanging upside down.
I really hope the killer's Kazuichi, just because I don't like him.
That doesn't mean he just crashed straight into the floor. Of course, you know that too, right?
It doesn't mean Nekomaru crashed straight into the floor. The moment Nekomaru fell to death was the did he collide with the pillar? He must have, so that he broke the pillar and his head hit it and got oil on it, right?
I see.
Yeah. Okay, that's the only way that you would have got the
Nekomaru
oil
fell
on
to
the pillar.
floor. He ended up colliding with the pillar.
Yeah,
Isn't that it?
because if he didn't collide with the pillar, he would have fell just completely straight to the floor, and the pillar wouldn't have been broken, and there would be no oil on the pillar. So he had to hit it.
Finally, the pillar!
So that's how the pillar shattered, and why oil was spilled all over the place.
Yeah.
See, I told you the pillar was the weapon. My gut was totally right.
Well, the pillar was a bonus.
Yeah.
It's not even clear if the killer intended
I
that,
don't think
or
so.
if it was just a coincidence.
At this point, it is quite difficult to find a clue that will lead to the killer.
Then what about the alarm? I'm positive the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m. And if we map it out from there...
Hold on, baby gangsta.
Baby gangsta.
Stop calling me baby gangsta!
But it fits.
What'd you just say? Did you say the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.?
You didn't check it yourself? Nekomaru's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nah, that's impossible.
Why?
'Cause even though I slept in a little, I still got to the
Oh.
tower at 7 in the morning.
Now that you mention it, so did I.
Okay, yeah, I forgot about the whole time thing. So they were all late for Monokuma Taichi. Monokuma said that everyone skipped out, which started at 7. So that meant that our alarm clock in the grape house was not right. And we know that Nekomaru had like a superpower alarm clock or something that was very precise on time. So if it said 7:30, then it has to be 7:30.
There was no way I could be late for Monokuma Taichi, so I left for Grape Tower before 7 a.m.
And if we found Nekomaru's body there, it would have been before the 7:30 a.m. alarm went off.
It appears yet another contradiction has been birthed. How were you able to discover Nekomaru died at 7:30 a.m. when you went to the tower at 7?
That's what I want to know.
Something's wrong with their clock. Another mystery I don't understand. Seriously, it's just one after another. But I can't choke up at a time like this. Just a little more and I'll be able to reach the truth. There should definitely be a clue to breaking through this contradiction. It's his alarm clock. It has to be. It's the only, like, fully correct alarm clock. It's like your phone clock. Yeah, radio clock. That's the thing Kazuichi said.
We headed for
It's like a
Grape Tower
phone. You know, the phone is always right.
before 7 a.m. I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Yeah, this is right.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
Yeah.
His time of death and the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
The killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's
You can't.
chest.
It's a radio clock.
No, that's wrong.
You can't mess with that.
No, the clock inside his chest was a radio clock, so it would have been impossible to mess with.
Exactly.
So you're saying there's no way the killer could have tampered with the clock?
Maybe the clock Miss Sonia saw was the one that got tampered with.
The clock inside Grape House?
No, I checked all the
Oh.
clocks inside the funhouse.
Oh, that's what I asked you to do. So you really listened to me and checked all the clock.
And because of that, I can confidently declare
Huh.
that all the clocks had the same time displayed.
Okay, so maybe that means... Oh, what does that mean? How would that work? I was gonna say maybe, like, we went into the fun house at, like, if the time was actually, like, 7, what if we went in at 8 and Monokuma told us it was 7? Like, he told us it was a specific time, and it was, like, a couple hours before or after, but that wouldn't make
If
sense.
there's no possibility that the time was tampered with,
Yeah, no.
then we must doubt that human's testimony.
That wouldn't make sense because the other day we had Monokuma Taichi, and that was right before 7, and he said if you didn't come to it, you know, you would get punished.
Please believe me, we are not lying.
I don't understand this part.
Then maybe it's a misunderstanding.
Aww.
I never misunderstand. I'll crush you into dog food!
It's time-related contradiction. I don't think I should doubt the testimonies. I should doubt the clock. There's no mistake that something was done, but what was it? Perhaps we overlooked something. Maybe we're misunderstanding something. What if it was time change? Set your clocks back. Which clock was messed with? How was it messed with? And why didn't we realize it? Think. If I focus and think, I should be able to find the answer to that mystery. Oh, is this a logic dive? I heard the music. Oh my god. Where's my life? Why don't I have a lot of life? What the heck? Where's my life at? I need life. To live. Point. Okay, first question. I'm in the building? Oh, okay, I didn't actually know. Yeah. That's right. I mean, I should have been right. I don't know why I was questioning that. That was so easy. It doesn't give me enough time to read the questions. I guess I can technically break. Like, oh shoot, like that. Oh god. These things always mess with me. Oh dear. Okay, question 2. What was tampered with? The building's clock's time. Yeah. Hee. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Oh. Oh. Why do you do this to me? Boink. Hey. Both. Oh, I didn't get it in time. Both. Yeah. They both had to, because they were both the exact same. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, look at me go. Look at me go. Oh, I can stop? Oh, okay.
It's all coming together.
It's all coming together. Nice. So, how did the clocks get tampered with, though?
You said you checked all the clocks inside the building. Isn't that right for you, Hiko?
Yeah.
Yeah, none of the clocks had the wrong time.
But what if all those clocks had been messed with?
See, that's what I said. What if Monokuma programmed them to be the wrong time when we got in?
Clocks. So even if you checked all the clocks inside the building, there's no way you'd have noticed it.
I see. So the killer messed with the time inside the whole building by changing all the clocks.
So that's what it was. There's no way I would have noticed that.
Yeah.
This is truly fantastic!
Now's not the time to be pleased. More importantly, how much was the time off?
Okay, let me calculate. So if he died at... Oh shit, I can't do math, never mind. She's right, that's the main problem. How much time was off after the killer messed with the clocks? If there's something that could be used as a standard for measuring time, that should be the clue. Alright, I need to find that. I'm going to search the truth in this one. What is that? I don't know. I guess Akane? What is Akane's account?
If the time
Oh,
in
the
building
time,
is all
okay.
messed up,
The time, yeah.
then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
Akane's account is when she
The
said that
time of
she went
death.
there.
It's clearly 7:30 a.m.
Yeah, that's right.
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be in our time?
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that down?
If only I heard the sound when he fell. It would have been a great clue.
Or his scream.
He's not the type to let out a
Oh!
scream.
Oh! Okay, it's when
Only
Sonia...
Nekomaru's
It's when...
along with
Stop
that.
it. It's when Sonia
would've heard
says
it
that
too.
he fell. Because Akane heard it.
There's no point in saying that.
Other people heard him fall.
If does not exist in this world.
Okay, I see. It's Sonia. Yeah.
If the time in the building was all messed up, then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
The time of death.
I think it's Sonia.
It's clearly 7:30 a.m.
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be? In our time.
Let's see.
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that down?
Sonia.
If only I heard the sound when you fell.
Okay, yeah.
I agree with that.
Consent. We love a good consenter.
That's right.
Always make sure
We
you
should
get
have heard the sound
consent.
he made when he fell. Wasn't it that rumbling noise?
Yeah.
Rumbling?
I thought it was just an earthquake, so I went back to sleep. Was that the sound from when Nekomaru fell?
Well, a huge body fell from the 4th floor to the 1st, and the pillar fell with it.
See, the thing is, I want to criticize them and be like, y'all are so stupid. You are in a killing game. If you hear a noise, you think you would get up and logically go check it. But they were so hungry. They were like, oh well.
It's obvious we hear the impact sound.
We heard that noise too.
It was when we were gathered at the Strawberry House Lounge. What is it, Sonia?
Oh, well. That
Oh,
sound
yeah.
everyone heard? I did not hear it at all.
Why?
Huh?
You probably didn't hear it because you were sleeping.
I could not sleep at
Oh.
all. I was awake the whole night with hunger pangs.
Why couldn't she hear
There's
it?
nothing to worry about. What's important is that rumbling noise.
If we use that rumbling sound as a reference, we might be able to figure out how much our time
Why
was
couldn't
off.
she hear it? She was in her room, wasn't
I
she?
heard that sound probably around 5:30 in the morning.
Huh? You can tell?
I instantly woke up and left my room. And
Ah.
that's when I
So
saw
it's
the
2
clock
hours.
in the lounge.
Excellent work, Akane.
2 hours then. Ooh.
I see.
Yeah.
Nekomaru's alarm went off at 7:30, and if we heard the sound of his impact at 5:30, that means our time was off by 2 hours.
Yeah.
2 hours? That much?
We were starving pretty badly. There's no way
Yeah.
we would have noticed.
Plus, the funhouse has no windows. And there weren't any Monokuma announcements either.
However, for what reason did the killer alter our perception of time?
The reason is obvious. So they could lure out just Nekomaru.
Ah, because of his alarm clock, it's always precise.
If you messed with the clocks
Yeah.
and used a specific thing,
I see.
you definitely get Nekomaru to the tower alone.
But why
right?
Nekomaru?
From there, the killer's plan was a splendid success. That's all it means.
Killer also used a specific thing? Oh, it's Monokuma Taichi. Yeah, the only thing that he would have known. Because he knew the exact time to go.
That's it. The killer made use of the Monokuma Tai Chi activity in the morning.
How did they use it?
We were required to go to Grape Tower
Yeah.
every morning at 7 a.m. for that activity, right? But if they messed with all the clocks inside the building, what would that do to us?
We would miss it and we would sleep
We
through it.
wouldn't be able to attend on time, but that wouldn't affect Nekomaru. His radio clock had the exact time.
That's right. In doing so, the killer was able to lure him to the tower by himself at the precise time.
Then, when I witnessed Nekomaru early in the morning,
If I recall, you witnessed Nekomaru
Ah.
around 5 a.m.
So that would be around 7 when he went
And
down.
if that time was also 2 hours
Okay,
off,
repeat me,
it should
Nagito.
have been 7 a.m. At that time, he was heading over to Monokuma Tai Chi, right on schedule.
I see. Now that I think about it,
I've been holding on to this word the entire time. I have been holding on to this sentence.
Too early. He didn't even ask you yet.
Yeah, here it is. Jeez, how outrageous. I honestly didn't expect everyone to ditch Monokuma Tai Chi. This is the one piece of evidence that I have been holding on this entire time. This is the only thing I remembered.
when you said everyone, you were including us, right?
I got that from the start.
We thought we came to the tower on time, but in truth, it was way past the meeting time.
Ah, jeez. That's...
My song is back.
How should I put it? What was it? You know, tripping over a foot or something like that.
Are you talking about tripping over someone else's fault?
Wrong! Too bad!
Liar! I'm right!
That's not it! It's incorrect!
That's definitely the correct answer. You always get so stubborn like this.
Let's just ignore the peanut gallery. Now that we've found out how the killer lured Nekomaru, the number of suspects has drastically decreased.
Huh?
Hey, why would that decrease the number of suspects?
Oh, yeah.
Don't be a friggin' liar.
You'll know I'm not lying when you listen to what
Huh?
Hiko's going to say next.
Huh? What the hell do you mean?
You witnessed Nekomaru going toward the tower. Did something else happen after that?
Are you talking about that alarm?
Alarm?
A little while after
Oh.
I witnessed Nekomaru, the clock in the Strawberry House lounge started going off. Plus, it was just before that rumbling sound occurred. That's it. So that's what it is. If Nekomaru died when the rumble happened, then whoever doesn't have an alibi at
Oh.
the time is the prime suspect.
Really? Was there anyone who didn't have an alibi at that time?
Okay, so everyone but Nagito was in the lounge.
I remember now. The sound was so loud I couldn't help bolting from my room. But there was one guy who never left the lounge. We were both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that bastard never came out of his guest room.
Which means
Ah.
that person does not have an alibi for when
It's Nagito.
Nekomaru fell?
Who is it? Who's the bastard?
Yeah, it's Nagito. I don't think Nagito's the killer, though.
You're the only one!
I don't think he would have killed him.
The one who wasn't there. It's you, right, Nagito?
That's right. Nagito wasn't there. It was just me, Gundam, and Fuyuhiko.
Yeah.
You didn't come out. Even though the alarm was going off like crazy, you weren't in your room, were you?
If that's the case, where were you?
Please, say something!
If you don't hurry up and answer, I'm gonna suicide dive you!
Hey, yo.
If I may be frank,
No, you're Nagito,
even
not Frank.
if I wanted to go to the lounge, I couldn't.
Couldn't. It was because you were in the dead room?
What do you mean?
No, that was in the investigation.
It's merely the foolish talk of the weak.
Not only
Huh?
did I not hear the alarm,
Oh.
I never even heard that rumbling sound.
Yeah, that's what Sonia said. He couldn't.
You're definitely fucking lying.
However,
Yeah.
that is also true for me. It is obvious that I did not hear the alarm in Strawberry House. But I did not hear the rumbling sound either. Is that not strange? I mean, everyone else heard it.
Yeah.
To be honest, it's not just them.
You too?
The same goes for me too.
Huh?
I was in a pretty deep sleep, so I thought that's why I couldn't hear it. But it wasn't that. I probably couldn't hear it at all.
Couldn't hear it?
What?
What does that mean?
You still don't know.
Oh.
About what the three of us who didn't hear a sound have in common. And I'm sure you'll figure it out.
Huh. Akito, Sonia, and Chiaki. Oh! The guest rooms! Oh! They were in the nice ones. The nice ones. What is it? What is it? What is it? The deluxe, right? Deluxe? D-L-U... How do you spell deluxe? D... Oh, shoot. Shit. How do I do this game again? I need a D. D. E. D. E. L. L. U. X. E. R. Damn, where's the ones I need? I'm getting better at this. O. M. Deluxe room. Suh? Deluxe rooms? Oh, shoot. Whew, I got it. Oh my god. I don't think a single one collided. Oh my god. Oh, I did that faster. They're getting really fast.
Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki. The three of you were staying in deluxe room, right?
I hate those ones because it challenges my very bad spelling skills.
If I recall, the deluxe rooms
Are they well insulated or something, maybe? That's what I'm guessing. By quality grade. Soundproof! Oh, I didn't even remember that! Crummy has airflow and draft problems.
The
Oh!
reason we could not hear the rumbling noise.
That's right. It was because the deluxe rooms have superior sound insulation.
I see.
Actually noticed.
I forgot all about
Nice
that.
catch, Hajime. Are you using your ultimate reserve corps student
Bruh,
talent?
shut up.
Now then, you
Hajime.
guys must understand by now, right? The true identity of Nekomaru's killer.
Literally, Hachime's always like... This sprite's so funny.
Why does that lead to who the killer is?
Because, the person... in one of the... something to do with the rooms.
Why? Well,
Huh.
that fact just now is a very important clue.
I
and a
guess...
decisive factor in identifying the killer.
I guess that means I was wrong from the beginning. I thought this was a suicide, but it seems that there's actually a killer.
Decisive factor?
Somehow I feel like I understand what Nagito means, well I'm glad you do. Yes, rooms. I need to know who's in what room. Okay, we know that you're in a crummy room. I don't remember what room you were in. You were in a deluxe. I don't remember. Crummy, I don't remember. Maybe I'm gonna go with Kazuichi because I want him. Never mind. Was he in the crummy room? Oh, does that mean it's Gundam? Really?
You're the only one!
Why would he kill Nekomaru?
Rena, there's something I want to ask you. When the alarm rang at the Strawberry House Lounge, you rushed over there too, right?
Was he in a deluxe room?
What's wrong with that? If the bell of catastrophe rings throughout the night, it is the universe's providence to stop it.
Why were you able to hear it?
Is he in
Hear what?
deluxe? Oh, I guess he was.
I mean, you were also staying in a deluxe room, right?
I see.
Nagito was staying in a deluxe room in the same house on the same floor, and he couldn't even hear it.
I see.
So why were you able to hear that alarm?
Now that you mention it,
Gundam?
There is only one
Silent.
possibility. You weren't in your room at the time.
Ah.
Even though you were staying in a deluxe room, you still went to the lounge. Am I right?
Gundam. You have some sort of explanation, right?
Gundam probably couldn't return to his room because of Fuyuhiko. Me?
Oh, because he was out there.
After you saw Nekomaru heading to the tower, you stayed at the lounge for a while. Am I correct? Until the moment that alarm started ringing, right?
Dang.
If you were in the lounge for that long, the killer who had left earlier
2 hours.
obviously wouldn't be able to go back.
Yeah.
Even though Mekamaru's murder
Or actually, no.
was a
Like
death
about
trap
30
that
minutes.
utilized the alarm in his chest, the killer still needed to prepare the murder in advance.
like putting Nekomaru in sleep mode and tying him up with the wire.
In order to do that, the killer needed to be waiting for Nekomaru at the tower. Which means when Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru,
Yeah.
the killer was already at the tower.
And once they tried to go back, they couldn't because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
I like Gundam.
In their original plan,
He's annoying,
the
but I
killer
like
should have
him.
returned to their room before the alarm in the lounge went off.
Yeah.
And they were supposed to stay in their room.
Damn.
They weren't planning to come out and go to the lounge.
Which means they wouldn't have heard the alarm or the
Shaking my
rumbling
head.
sound, thus proving they were in the room. Just like us.
The best case scenario would have been if those two in the lounge had gone and checked the deluxe room. After all, if they personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, it gives the killer a stronger alibi. Unfortunately, they failed to secure that alibi. I was in the lounge.
Yeah.
So the killer couldn't go back to their room and ended up hearing the lounge's alarm.
Yeah, he came in here.
But why'd you come out? You should have hid till the excitement died down.
But then they'd know he wasn't in his
If
room.
Gundam tried to hide, and if those two went to his room to check on him, he would have been found out.
Yeah.
That would have been the worst possible outcome. That's why he couldn't just stay hidden.
If those two had just checked the deluxe rooms as planned, that would have been ideal, but how ironic. The moment Fuyuhiko
Yeah.
set foot in the lounge, your plan was doomed.
Gundam? Please, can you at least say something?
Answer me this, including myself in my 4 dark days of destruction. How many ears do we possess?
So
The
many.
answer is 10. That's right, I possess 10 ears. That means I have 5 times the hearing of a normal human. The soundproof system here may as well not exist.
Oh,
Is that
that's a good
an
point.
argument?
Is it not?
Bastard. Do you understand the situation you're in right now?
Is that not actually true?
Do not panic. The truth shall now commence. At the time,
Oh.
I left my room to
Oh,
go
I
to
thought that was real.
By coincidence, I heard the alarm. That's right. That's all it was. The world is always so simple.
Are you saying it was just a coincidence? Isn't that timing a little too perfect?
And yet, I'm being suspected by all of you. It seems it was actually horrible timing on my part.
I see. You're still holding out. Well, you don't have to admit it. We're going to decide who the killer is with the majority vote anyway. So, why don't we just go ahead and start voting? It's obvious that Gundam is the killer.
Hold on a sec.
You know, Hajime, this class trial, this killing, it's merely the opening act, you know.
Hey! What do you mean the class trial is just
Hey!
the opening act?
Perhaps I should say it's just a farce. Just a boring farce. So boring, so stressful. I'm so painfully bored that I might develop stomach ulcers.
Well, stop being bored.
Seriously. Let's just hurry up and finish this before I collapse from poor health.
How about you shut up?
Nagito, something definitely happened to you, didn't it? At some point during the investigation, your behavior became
Yeah.
What? What actually happened? Did you discover something?
Well, let's just leave that fun for later. And finish this opening act already.
You said opening act again!
Please hold on! I have yet to hear Gundam's rebuttal!
But he's completely shut up. Perhaps he can't argue anymore.
Gundam!
I was simply at a loss for words
There he
after being
goes.
dumbfounded by your pathetic assumption. In fact, I shall deny the very basis. Your assumption has been wrong since the beginning.
Since the beginning?
Based on your assumption, I hung Nekomaru from the 4th floor of the tower and made the floor descend to the 1st floor. From there,
Yeah.
after returning to Strawberry House, I was present when the alarm at the lounge went off. Correct. Although going to and fro is busy enough as it is,
Oh.
how would I be able to travel between both houses anyway?
I see. The contact elevator was broken.
As I recall, the killer tampered with the Grape House control panel, which shut down the elevator. Plus, the stopped elevator should have been facing the Grape House side. If so, the human who used the elevator would have left it at Grape House. For these reasons, it's an indisputable fact that the killer destroyed the elevator at Grape House.
And what's wrong with that?
If the elevator was broken at Grape House,
Yeah.
he wouldn't be able to return to Strawberry House.
However, I was already at Strawberry House. I was present when the alarm in the lounge started ringing, which means your assumption is clearly wrong.
Are you serious? And here I thought it's already been decided.
Have you learned your lesson, pitiful humans? You cannot overcome this contradiction.
That's wrong. How? Contradiction, it can't be overcome? What do you mean, Hajime? Contact elevator?
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses.
Yeah.
As long as that elevator was broken, Your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
Yeah.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House,
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
I'm confused.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
I don't think so.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
Do I need this? Here.
How much longer
Oh,
do you plan to
I see. It's the first one.
Why
The
don't
first
we
thing that
stop
he
this
said.
already?
The first one. The first one. Okay, okay, okay. I get it. This goes
That
with what he
elevator
says
was
here.
The only means of travel between the two houses.
Secret
No, that's
passageway.
wrong.
Nagito used the secret passageway.
No, there should have been another way to move between the two houses without the elevator.
Such a method does not exist.
Then why don't we ask the person who
Yeah.
actually used that method?
I don't know how he did it, but Nagito did that. Nagiwagi. Where you at, Pookie Wookie? Nagito.
You're the only one!
Yeah, he disappeared on our side.
Nagito, you should know.
While everyone else was stuck
About
in Grape House, he was the only one. No, in Strawberry House, he was the only one to come over to Grape House.
Don't play dumb. You appeared so suddenly that one time because you used that method, right?
Yeah. I just showed up.
There's a secret passage connecting the first floor of Strawberry House to the third floor of Grape House.
Yeah.
Isn't that right?
Jeez. Once again, I let the reserve course show up.
Well, maybe he's smarter than you're giving him credit for.
But you're right. There's a door on the floor of the Octagon, which is on the first floor of Strawberry House. After I
Oh,
opened
that's
the
what that's
door and went
for.
down, surprise, surprise! I ended up in the Monokuma archive,
Where's that
which
door
is on
come
the third
from?
floor of Grape House.
Meaning the third floor and the fourth floor are actually connected.
Plus, once you've cleared the final dead room once, you can pass through it as many times as you want.
If they used that secret passage, they could have gone between the two houses as much as they
So
wanted.
does that mean Gundam did play the final Dead Room game?
Infinity Unlimited
Hey, yo.
Flame! However, what if the killer was unaware of the existence of the final dead room?
There's no way they didn't know.
That is merely an illusion
He had to
you
do
have
it then.
fabricated from your own suspicion. If you value your life, you should stop with your scrutiny.
There's no way I can stop.
Did you say? Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
You ain't like me when I'm angry. Oh, what did... I don't
Even
know.
if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall
Why can't I
feed
get
you to
these?
the vile deities?
I can't get it. What?
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your
I can't
decayed
get those.
illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
Wait, why can't I get all the words? They're not in a position that I can get them.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
I don't understand. What the fuck?
Provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
I already proved a secret passage exists. The secret passage was at the Octagon.
Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon. Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind confusion.
Oh, shit.
Crap! Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon. Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to at least pray to the key which dwells in the light of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon. Don't bark, you cur! If you don't at least pray to the key which dwells in the light.
How?
Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon. Don't bark, you cur! You don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blood.
Allow me to cut.
That's what I'm supposed to do? This is so fucking stupid. I hate this game. I hate this fucking game. I hate this fucking game. I hate this game so much. Anyway.
The hammer that looked like the weapon, and the chain on the door in the tower. Those are all the items that weren't in Funhouse.
The only place I can think of is the Octagon. There were various weapons and tools there. I'm pretty sure I saw stuff like wires, hammers, and chains too.
Since those items were used in the crime, there's no doubt that the killer went to the Octagon.
If that's the case, they obviously know about the secret passage too, right?
It seems this is the end. Normally we'd end up listening to Hajime lecture us with a very long summary of the case.
Hey.
But there's no reason to waste any more time on this opening act. So I'm going to end this right now.
Hey, what are you...
First of all, by messing with all the clocks in the building, Gundam tried to lure only Nekomaru. The elevator was probably broken by that point. Thanks to that, Nekomaru wasn't able to go to Grape Tower, which was supposed to be the meetup point. So he tried going over to Strawberry Tower, just like we did when we found out the elevator was broken. Well, it's obvious he'd attempt that. At that time, we didn't know the two towers were the exact same place. Also, the button in Strawberry Hall wasn't broken, so he was easily able to enter Strawberry Tower. But surprise! Gundam was waiting for Nekomaru's arrival.
Hold on. If Nekomaru didn't go to Strawberry Tower, what would the killer have done then?
Their plan was a balancing act of uncertainties. But even if they failed, they probably wouldn't have minded. They can just greet everyone the next morning as if nothing happened, and come up with a different plan.
And without such a risky plan, they wouldn't have been able to lure him at all.
I'm going to continue summarizing the case, okay? Through this, Gundam successfully lured Nekomaru to Strawberry Tower. There's no way he could fight head-on with the robotic Nekomaru, so by pressing the goodnight button, he rendered Nekomaru powerless without fighting him.
Hold on! You... What did you just say? That I didn't battle?
What's wrong with that?
What the fuck, dude?
Don't mess with me!
You're going Alpha
Don't
Sigma
mess
mode.
with me! I cannot ignore those
Alpha
words.
Sigma.
Why are you angry all of a sudden?
You fools do not understand! You don't understand at all! Ha! You make me laugh! After all this time, you still don't understand anything at all!
I don't understand anything.
Yeah, we know.
Years. I cannot finish just yet.
What?
Maybe I'm just a human destined for hell. However, I cannot finish just yet. I cannot finish!
What do you intend to do?
It's obvious. I'm going to destroy your illusory assumption.
Are you saying you still have more? You still have room to argue?
Your words. You said I pressed Nekomaru's goodnight button. However, that button was on the back of Nekomaru's neck. To press it, I'd have to get behind him.
It's not easy to get the drop on Coach Nekomaru.
He's got hamsters.
It's even more difficult if it's a one-on-one situation.
It's a 1-on-5. He got
Just
hamsters.
as I thought. truly frail.
The Dark
Succumbing
Devas.
so easily to this simple argument, it was just a mere illusion. If you want to set me up as the killer, at least surpass your own human limitations.
That's wrong, Gundam. You're the one who's wrong.
Such a wonderful line. However, I cannot say that I'm satisfied. Listen well. I shall teach you 2 tips for making someone admit their defeat. First, you must crush them with your own overwhelming power. And as for the other, you must provide a reason that will persuade that human. You have not fulfilled either of those yet.
I guess you really don't want to admit it. Then, just as you requested, I will provide an argument that'll leave you no choice but to be persuaded. Shoot. Oh, this thing? Oh, shit.
I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire!
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Trust as David prophesies! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire!
Oh, it's faster.
Trust as David prophesies! Show me the cadaver!
Oh, I'm
Show
missing.
me the cadaver! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire!
Tanaka Empire.
Trust as David prophesies! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire!
This is easier than the other thing, and I hate doing this. Those swords are just awful.
For the Tanaka Empire! For the Tanaka Empire!
Negative.
I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! It's Nekomaru's
the
back.
dark-
Do you really think I can
oh.
get behind him so easily?
Shit. The 4 Dark Devas.
Amen!
I messed it up. Amen.
You weakling! This pressure. Show me the cadaver! Amen! Show me the cadaver! It's Nekomaru's back.
the
Do you
4
really think I
Dark
can get behind him
Devas.
so easily?
This is the end.
Oh, not the hamsters. If he gets executed, what about the
You didn't get behind
hamsters?
Nekomaru. You should have been able to press the button on the back of his neck. As long as you have the power of the
Oh
hamsters you keep with you.
no.
Oh? Are you seriously saying he used his hamsters to press the button on the back of Nekomaru's neck?
Of course, it'd be impossible for a normal hamster, but it would have been possible for Gundam. In fact, we saw that with our very own eyes, right?
Oh, yeah, he used the hamster to get it. Yeah.
Now that you
Oh.
mention it, after Ibuki was killed in the music venue, one of Gundam's
Yeah.
hamsters retrieved the piece of wallpaper from the baton lighting, right? Hey, with your friends and their exceptionally smart brains, it must have been possible to secretly get one of them behind Nekomaru and press the button on the back of his neck.
How about it, Gundam?
Kingdom. Damn.
Not just myself, but you actually brought up how splendid my subordinates are. I have no recourse but to admit it.
Admit it? Did you say you admit it?
It appears I've obtained a one-way ticket to hell.
But why?
Then you must trample me underfoot and advance. Victory can only be built upon a foundation of corpses. You cannot find peace without sacrifice anywhere. Now, trample this life. Trample it as though it were mere trash on the side of the road. Pull the curtain strings of this worthless performance with your own 2 hands.
Oh, we're done. Oh. But Nagita already did this. Okay, stock number 1. Who set the lounge? Oh, what is it? This is who was in the lounge since early that morning. This is what time did Fuyuhiko see him? don't think so. Oh my god, look at how Gundam looks right there. Look at the ridiculous! Oh my god. His weakness. This was the wire. What did the killer destroy? The button. The fake weapon is this. This scattered everyone at the lounge. A rumbling. Is it anything right here? So it must be back here. The time. What is this time one? This? Oh. Okay. What time did Fuyuhiko see him? Has to be this one. Nekomaru's weakness is the button. The wire is wrapped around the foot. Wait. This one. And then button. And then this one goes here at the end.
Here's everything that happened in this case.
I didn't think it was gonna be an actual like killer. I thought this was
Let's first go over
suicide.
the many tricks the killer prepared before they committed the crime. First, they destroyed the contact elevator. This separated Nagito and the others in Strawberry House from our group in Grape House. Next, they lured Nekomaru out by himself by turning back all the clocks in the
No
funhouse
more
by 2
shits.
hours.
Damn.
Additionally, in order to secure an alibi, the killer went to the Strawberry House lounge and set the wall clock's alarm to 5:38. After finishing their preparations, the killer went to Strawberry Tower with the necessary tools in hand. They obtained these tools from the Octagon, which you can enter once you clear the final deck. This means the killer discovered the secret of the funhouse faster than anybody else. That secret being, Strawberry House and Grape House are actually the same building. On the morning of the incident, Nekomaru woke up and headed over to Grape Tower for a specific reason. There, Fuyuhiko, who was at the lounge by coincidence, witnessed Nekomaru. According to Fuyuhiko's testimony, that was around 5 a.m. By that point, the killer had already messed with our perception of time.
Yeah.
In actuality, Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru at 7 a.m. That's also the same time Monokuma Tai Chi begins. Nekomaru went to Grape Tower to participate in that. However, because the contact elevator was broken, Nekomaru was unable to go to Grape Tower.
Yeah. We know.
So he decided to try going to Strawberry Tower.
Oh my god, he looks so crazy.
The killer was waiting for him there. With the power of hamsters, they were able to press the good night button on the back of Nekomaru's neck. This forced him to enter sleep mode, rendering him immobile. From there, the killer began preparing to use the ultimate weapon. First, they set the alarm in Nekomaru's chest to 7:30 a.m. so he'd wake up. Then they tied him up with a metal wire, tied the tip of the wire into a loop, and hung it on the doorknob. After leaving Strawberry Tower, the killer then destroyed the door button to Strawberry Hall. They did this to keep us from entering Strawberry Tower, and to keep us from discovering the secret of the building's structure that they used to kill Nekomaru. Then, they used the secret octagon passageway to travel to Grape House. After arriving at Grape Hall, they pressed the button to open the door to the tower. When that happened, the elevator-like floor of the tower began descending. And Nekomaru's
Poor
body was still
Nekomaru.
inside, dangling upside down in midair from the wire. The killer entered Grape Tower to see if their setup was successful. And placed a hammer on the floor to look like the weapon, then wrapped a chain around the back door. This was done to make us falsely believe we couldn't enter the tower from Strawberry Hall. With this, the killer finished their setup and tried to go back to their room using the secret passage. So they could craft their alibi.
So
when
you
Nekomaru
messed
died
up.
from the fall.
You messed up. Why did he do this though? I don't get it.
But something unexpected happened. Fuyuhiko, who saw Nekomaru earlier, was still at the lounge.
Yeah.
As a result, the killer couldn't return to their room, and with no options available, time ran out. The lounge's wall clock alarm started ringing at 5:30. Well, actually 7:30. To avoid a
7:30.
worst-case scenario, the killer was forced to appear in front of Fuyuhiko with the others. When the wall clock's alarm rang, that was also the same time Nekomaru was waking up. He woke up while he was still hanging upside down, so he couldn't help but sway his body powerfully. Originally, the loop of wire was only supposed to slip off the doorknob. But because there was a heavier load than expected, the doorknob ended up breaking. Nekomaru fell from the 4th floor all the way to the 1st floor. He crashed into the pillar, which decapitated him on impact, and died.
Wow.
The sound of Nekomaru's impact echoed throughout the funhouse. However, by this point, the killer's plan was about to fail, thanks to the broken doorknob and Fuyuhiko. Meaning, the killer is someone who wouldn't have heard the alarm if they were in the deluxe room.
Big
They also
screw
wouldn't have
up.
been able to return to their guest room, because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
Damn.
That someone is Gundam Tanaka. I can't think of anyone else but you.
Damn.
Splendid. That was splendid. For a mere human, you did quite well.
I liked him.
Stop it already. Stop using weird words to avoid the truth. Or I'll friggin' kill you myself!
I
Kane.
cannot believe it. I just cannot believe you killed Nekomaru. I cannot believe something like that.
You don't wish to forgive me? Do you feel regret? Then finish it! Cast your impure votes for Gundam Tanaka! My beloved, deadly foes, let the voting time begin!
Why? Why did he do it? Is it like a test of strength or something? Because we know that he's like, he has this perception that he's like a demon lord or something. Like, did he do it because he wanted to test his strength against like a robot? Just don't know. Damn, I got 0 points for that slashing thing.
This result isn't all that exciting. Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the
This is my favorite
blackened?
song.
Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Please pull the lever!
Hey, yo.
I bit my tongue on the most important part!
Bro. Poor Gundam. I liked Gundam. Oh, I almost had it on auto. It'd be bad if I bit my tongue again, so I'll speak slowly. Judging from the results, you guys were correct once again. Getting 4 in a row without any mistakes is a splendid achievement. That's right, the one who killed the robotic Nekomaru in this amazing funhouse was Gundam Tanaka.
Nice!
Yay! I said all that without biting my tongue.
Now then.
Now that we've decided who the killer is, let's do the execution already and get this over with. Hold on. It's true that the class trial's finished, but that doesn't mean the incident's over. We can't finally finish until we hear it from Gundam.
Jeez.
No matter what he says, it won't change a thing. Well, I have no right to stop you either, so do whatever you like. Why do you want to talk to one who has lost? The loser merely leaves. It would be unnecessary for me to say something.
Listen well.
It is what I would like to say. For the honor's sake, I shall correct one thing. Correct? You guys said I made Nekomaru powerless without fighting him. That, however, is a great mistake. Huh?
Fine.
Nekomaru did fight. That is no mistake. And because he fought, he lost and died.
Damn it!
Lost and died?
This too.
If he was just
must
trying
be
to
the
cling to
will of
life, there were
causality.
many ways he could have done so. However, he did not allow that.
You.
What do you mean? Explain. Fine then. Then I shall reveal it all.
Let's make
Within the
history.
final dead room, I discovered the secret of the funhouse, and I devised a killing plan utilizing that secret. By tampering with all the clocks in the building, I succeeded in luring Nekomaru to the tower, and this is what happened. Oh, shoot. Nekomaru and I were alone in the tower, standing face to face with one another. I should say I expected as much from Nekomaru. He sensed my subtle killing intent and instantly understood the situation. And we had ourselves a stare down. In the situation, if he wanted to run away, it would have been an easy thing for him to do so. He could run away, or even call for help, but he did not turn his back to me. Instead, he chose a fight that risked his life and death.
That is...
Fight that risked life and death?
Let me tell
He
you
was serious too. He gave it his all to try and kill me. If I had died instead, the mystery surrounding the case would have never been would have been even more complicated. You would never know why I, the victim, went to the tower by myself.
I can see
Nobody would know that the victim, me, was actually the one who planned the whole thing.
Could it be?
Komaru really did that?
Sensing
Oh.
even my subtle killing intent, as expected of you, Nekomaru.
Oh, shoot.
This scorching, stinging, tense atmosphere. I've been a team manager for so long, I nearly forgot this. This is great! What a comforting atmosphere!
That's a great one.
What is your reason?
That's a
Do you
great line.
intend to resolve this situation by killing me?
I am the Warlock, Gundam Tanaka. Heroes, Lords of Darkness, and even the gods themselves flee from me.
Haha.
Not cling to any trivial reason. I'm simply going to kill you because your very existence is an annoyance.
Wow.
You'll drench your soul with evil until the bitter end, huh? Splendid! In response to your spirit, I shall kill you with all of my might. I won't go easy on you. Don't even think about holding back.
Wow.
Don't waste your breath on cowardly tactics. Give me everything you got.
Nekomaru need I. Your blood will drench the foundation of my empire.
That is...
Why? Why did you fight? We were all friends. Why couldn't you stop this? Even if both sides agreed, it was still wrong. I will not argue. I have no intention of forcing my values upon you.
Let me tell you
However,
this.
I must say this. What's the point of living if you are just waiting until you finally die?
You weakling.
There's nothing courageous about that. This is abandonment, a mere feeling of I can't read that. Resignation. That's hard to say. Wait, are you telling us to just wait here until we starve to death? I'd rather just have that happen to us than have to kill our friends. Do you mean that you'd rather die?
Fall.
Ever since we were locked inside this building, everyone has been dominated by that feeling of abandonment. However, nothing is born from this word that I cannot say. That is simply a reason to give up.
If you flinch,
Giving up
you
on
will
life?
die.
That's just an insult to life itself.
Let me ask.
Have you fools ever heard of the term dog eat dog? Cannibalism?
Fine.
In zoology, cannibalism is a commonly observed phenomenon. Many creatures at some point in their lifespan engage in cannibalism.
Listen well.
This is what it means to live. If you say killing for the sake of living is evil, then what would you call giving up on life instead?
I shall engulf
If a world
this
would consider that justice, then I will fight that world with every last fiber of my being. Giving up on life and choosing death is nothing but a blasphemy towards life. It is a violation of the natural order. It is the arrogance of humanity. Okay, when he puts it that way, I can kind of agree. Are you saying all that to try to justify what you did?
But
It sounds like Nekomaru felt the same too. That's why they fought each other, right?
Damn it.
Ugh.
Fine.
That man had the courage to die when he needed to die. That is why he challenged me to our battle. Regardless, as I've said, I do not intend to force my values upon you fools. I have betrayed you all. That is the absolute truth.
Fine.
But even so, don't you think it is better alternative to slowly starving to death here?
Oh.
That belief is why you committed your crime. So he was trying to save them all from starving to death. Oh. What about the final dead room? Did you do the Russian roulette too?
Let's make
Unlike
history.
Nagito, I only did it once, but compared to my battle with Nekomaru, that was a mere child's play.
Well,
You know, after listening to you talk for a while, I'm starting to think that, well, it's also because you unexpectedly admitted your crime without such resistance. And, don't tell me, you didn't sacrifice yourself for our sake, did you? Can't believe you would ask such a foolish question. Just who do you think I am? History's greatest monster. My cursed existence is feared by all of mankind. There's no way I'd sacrifice myself for the sake of you fools. Not in a million, not even a billion, or 10 billion years. In the name of pandemonium, it is impossible. Is that it? Then just leave it at that. Now then, let us be rid of this foolish talk. It's about time for the fun to be started. Monokuma, let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
Yay, got it! I have prepared a very special punishment for the ultimate punishment. Did I say punishment? I have prepared a very special punishment for the ultimate breeder, Gundam Tanaka.
Wait.
This is too much. Please, Monokuma, please help Gundam.
Huh?
Sonia.
I beg of you.
How pitiful.
Sonia. An act as unrefined as stopping a man from going to his death does not befit a noble such as yourself. Gundam. Is it fine to start for reals, right?
Fine.
Yes, I do not mind. However,
What is it, my four dark devas of destruction?
not the hamsters.
Are you worried about me? Oh, my feared four dark devas of destruction. That is not like you
I'm
at
gonna
all.
start crying. If they kill the hamsters, I'm gonna be so pissed off.
However,
I will
there is
cry.
no need to fear. In this world, I am only a temporary visitor. I was simply visiting for a moment, and now that my duty is complete, I must return to the darkness. That is why, until the very end, pride, conceit,
Yeah.
courage, insolence, fearful of nothing, daunted by nothing.
Bro's going at it.
Let us laugh uproariously! That is Gundam Tanaka! I shall stick with my evil until the very end! Open sesame pandemonium! I shall fill hell with true hell!
Get him, Gundam.
Let's give it everything we've got.
It's punishment time. Let's go. I don't know how I feel about Gundam. He was kind of like in the middle to me. Like, I'm sad that he's going, but he wasn't one of my favorite characters. I'm not gonna miss having to do his voice. It always strains my vocal cords because I can't speak that deep. What is this? Fruits and animals? A summoning circle? Oh, not the hamsters! Not the hamsters! Put them away! No! Oh, thank God! Don't hurt the hamsters, Monokuma! I beg of you! Oh, what is he doing? Is he making a summoning circle? Oh. Whoa. Magic circle? Okay. What did that do? Oh, did he just get knocked out? What was the circle for? Was it to protect the hamsters? Oh my god. Oh, it's all the animals because he's a breeder. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. They found my one weakness, which is animals. Okay, that's weirdly beautiful. That was weirdly beautiful. Not my favorite, but that was pretty good. That was, I can't lie, that was so much better than Mikan's. Gundam, no, no. Even after Gundam is gone, the spirit of his parting words still lingered deep in our hearts. Don't give up on life. Did I misunderstand what he meant? And the right thing to do? Don't know. No matter how much I think about it, I don't know if I'll ever be able to answer that.
Damn it.
I'm so pissed off. I need to throw something.
Damn it!
You spent so much time worrying about each other, and thanks to that, things ended up this way. You're all full of shit. Every last one of you. You're the biggest piece... but the biggest piece of shit is me. Damn it. Why am I so weak?
Oh.
It's such a downer, clearly. But still, even though we feel this way, we still gotta do our very best.
You are right.
This time around, we must move forward. We must continue to live and believe in our friends. If not,
You are right.
Gundam will most likely crawl his way out of hell, and I presume he will be very cross with us. You're right. We shouldn't just stand here. I mean, it's not like this is over. We still have to do it. We still have to finish this. For the sake of our friends who have died, we need to finish this once and for all. So, don't just stand there. Stand up and walk. Move forward. Live. If you don't, everyone who fought and died will have died in vain. We can't allow that.
Hey!
So, how long are you guys gonna stand around chatting? The class trial's over, so it's okay for you to hurry over to Jabberwock Island. However, the killing school trip will proceed as usual, so make sure you know that.
Wait!
Hold on! How much longer are you going to keep doing this? Seriously, how long is he gonna keep doing this? How long is this gonna continue?
Now then.
Alright, after feeling down for so long, I finally feel refreshed. Let's hurry back and eat some food.
Hey,
Hold on a sec, that mood shift is too damn fast.
It's not like
Well,
that.
you know, it's like Gundam and Nekomaru said. That's what it meant to live, right?
Huh.
She's clearly something else. But seriously, I'm starving.
Hey.
Then let's go back for now and eat. And then after we're full, let's sleep as much as we want.
Right?
And then let's do our best again. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, they do tend to move on pretty quickly after all that. With this, the class trial has come to an end, and once again, we return to Jabberwock Island. The size of our group has definitely diminished, but despite that, even if it was just the rest of us, we did our best to stay upbeat and have fun together. Of course, our optimism was only superficial, but at that moment, we were able to forget about the dark despair looming before us. However, the only thing that I was worried about was him. He wasn't there. Nagito? He suddenly disappeared from our sight. Nagito? Yep, I'm definitely lucky. I never expected to obtain so many valuable things from a simple game of Russian roulette. Oh shit, not that creepy look. Bro looks like a zombie. Like, you need to get out in the sun a little bit more. And that's rich coming from me, Nagito. Like, we need some melanin in us. Like, we need to go outside into the sun, Nagito. Like, it's not good for the health. Thanks to that, I was able to learn the identity of the true enemy. And before everyone else, too. But it's just too funny. I mean, no one could tell that I was lying. There's no way the file just had Hajime's information.
Well,
I guess they were too busy with other matters, or maybe they've reached their limit. Regardless, I was saved. Things would get complicated if they found out. Anyway, can't forgive this. This should never be forgiven. There's no way I can let this run loose. I'll be the one who stops this once and for all. Even if it costs me my life.
It's obvious.
For the sake of hope, I cannot ignore this. Bro is going on his MC main protagonist of the anime arc. Alright, Monokuma has arrived. Who summoned me?
Now then.
Thanks for coming.
What's this?
Why, you so lonely little Nagito. Are you all alone tonight too?
What's the matter?
So what's up? Your face looks scary. I see, so you can tell. Perhaps you found out who the traitor is. You know me well,
Oh.
is what I'd like to say, but unfortunately, I haven't learned that yet. I see. So even you don't know, huh? Looks like the final showdown's gonna take a little more time.
Hello.
So, why'd you summon me anyway? Are you finally gonna confess your love?
Hey,
Summoned you because there's something I really need to ask you. It's about the special prize from the final dead room. Oh yeah, what about it? There was information about 16 people in the file I received. But isn't that weird?
Say what?
That's weird.
you don't even
Well,
know?
there's a traitor from the Future Foundation hiding among us, right? Including that person. The total number of students would be 16, right?
Isn't that right?
But the file contains documents that were created at Hope Speak Academy, right?
Of course.
That's right. I just reused the stuff that the former headmaster spent a lot of time making.
But
If this file even contains information about the traitor, is that person a former student of Hope Speak Academy?
Who knows?
I wonder.
hey,
Could it be? This your doing? Did you slip false information to the file? Were you trying to keep us from learning the traitor's identity by obtaining this information? What's wrong with that? It's my job to heat things up. It's okay if I do something small like that, right?
well,
That's not my point.
right?
My point is you already know who the traitor is. What's wrong with that?
You're getting
Well,
all
you're
riled up.
splendidly correct when you say I knew who the traitor was all along. But even though I knew who it is, why do you think I ignored it on purpose? It's just like Monomi after losing her magic stick. The traitor's existence means absolutely nothing to me. Their existence means nothing, huh?
No.
Well, that's just how I feel. I'm sure you guys feel somewhat different. After all, that person is the evil Future Foundation's lackey who's putting you guys through this awful stuff. That's not entirely true. I didn't really come here to fight or anything like that. Instead, I came here to offer my cooperation, you know? Oh my god, Nagito. Cooperation?
Hey,
Your purpose is to fill everyone on the island with despair, right? That's why you're intentionally letting the traitor do as they please, right?
Yep.
Yep. If that's the case, I might be able to cooperate somewhat too.
right?
However, in exchange, I want to know who the traitor is. I see. Interesting, very interesting.
No.
Obviously, that's a big no-no. I mean, I
Unbelievable.
want to make everyone in your group feel despair. That includes you, too.
Well,
Well, I knew you would say that. Besides, I wouldn't be able to handle the sadness when you I can't say that word, betray me later on. Haha, just as I thought. You saw right through me.
you're right.
No matter what situation I find myself in, my core of way of thinking will never change. In order to create absolute hope that shines brightly, stepletters such as myself and despair exist. You're right, you're a true believer of hope after all. I must say, that belief reminds me of that person for some reason.
Huh?
You talking about Makoto? You know, Ultimate Hope Boy? Reminds you. I don't know who you're talking about, but if someone as worthless as me reminds you of some other person, they must be extremely unlucky.
Like.
Well, he's the ultimate lucky student too, as well, right? Ultimate Hope, Kodonaegi, my man, the myth, the legend. But you're just unlucky, right? I mean, the fact that you're even involved in something like this.
Well,
Am I? I actually think I'm very lucky.
Say what?
you don't know.
Wouldn't you say that coming across this much despair is a rather rare opportunity? I really can't rely on anyone on this island. That is why I have to be the one who does it. If I can eliminate despair from this island, I won't be a stepladder anymore. I'll become true hope. I'll become an existence that could even be called the ultimate hope. The two of you are alike. You definitely remind me of him.
Hey,
There's one more thing I'd like to ask you.
see?
Who are you waiting for on this island? Looks like I'm right again. You're definitely waiting for someone on this island. If the person you're waiting for is already on this island,
Hey,
Well, answer my question. If that's the case, if that person's already on the island, wouldn't that be exciting? Okay, I feel like he's trying to compare him to Makoto, because Makoto is also the ultimate lucky student turned ultimate lucky or ultimate hope. 5 days left. Well, we got Mekamaru, and we lost Mekamaru in the same chapter. Damn. 7 students left. Still feels like a lot of students. Be continued. Continue. Oh, I got his earring! That's so mean. So mean. After being released from the funhouse, we went back to living our less than ordinary lives. And just like before, the day began with all of us gathering at the restaurant. Okay, before actually no. Before we do that, I think actually we'll back up. I already saved it, so I'm not gonna save that little bit. Okay, so I'm going to end this episode here for today. This one was really interesting. Is it my favorite execution? No. I still think Peko so far is my favorite execution from this game, but I enjoyed this one. I like the pets. I thought it was cute how they kind of like took him to heaven, even though he's like, I'm destined for hell, and the end he was such a good guy that they took him to heaven. And I didn't expect Gundam to be such a softie that he would save everyone, because in a way he did sacrifice himself so that everyone wouldn't starve, so he committed a murder to get them out. So does it make me like Gundam more? Yes. Did I hate doing his voice? Yes, but we will start the next episode with probably some more free time, a little bit of exploration, and then I think there is just one more murder, and we will finish off the rest of the game. So we're getting really close to the end, so if you enjoyed, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye!